Okay, everybody, welcome back to the best show that you know about butts and farts and everything that just comes out of your ass.
It's all about what that butthole do.
Yes.
From poop to pleasure. It's the Hey Poopy podcast with
Dave
and Ellen, two curious people who are
removing the stigma from your stinker.
Yes. And on this extremely special episode, we have the very delightful Michael Vegas.
Yes, Michael Vegas. I mean, if you've seen his work before, if you haven't, check out peghim.com because you'll see it. We're talking extreme anal master guru. This guy does everything. It's incredible.
Yes, he is all about butt sluts united. We found out about this fantastic performer from Ryan Keeley a year and a half ago, and I was like, how can we get him on the podcast? And it finally happened. He has a magical butthole that can do more than anybody else's butthole, and he teaches people how to stretch it out and get it back to normal.
Yeah. This episode, he brought a bunch of pro tips for you out there. So if you're just getting into it, you want to have a little butt play, but you're not sure how to do it, he gives you like all the little proper things, little tips, what you can do to like open up your ass.
Yeah. This is a fister's delight.
Yes. He was great. Michael was fantastic. I mean, the stuff this guy was talking about, stuff he does is still, it's like you really have to go see it for yourself online. Like that's the best way to do it. So if you're 18 and over, go check that out.
Yes. Hey, and if you guys are interested in knowing more about our upcoming guests, the only place to do it is with our Patreon.
Yes. That's where you're going to find out who is the next up-and-coming fart stars.
Yes. You can search Patreon Hey Poopy Podcast or just go to the link on our website at heypoopypodcast.com.
Yes.
And if you don't want to give us some Patreon love, you can always do the free thing and leave us a fantastic review.
Yes.
Like this review from, I think it's from Chris. 5 stars. My heart smiles, my holes laugh. I love this podcast because Dave and Ellen unflinchingly ask the questions we all secretly want answers to about our butts. Plus, they have a real sense of advocacy when it comes to educating listeners about colon rectal health. We all poop and shit happens, so why not laugh and maybe take a fist? Question mark. Ooh, nice. Thanks, Chris.
All right. See, it's very apropos for this episode, too. That was a great review, Chris. Thank you. So if you'd like to know more about that, go to our Patreon, leave a review, or if you want, you can leave a voice message at 203-998-5579, or you can leave an email at
heypoopypodcast@gmail.com.
Yes. Do all those things.
Also, for the people who are watching this only on video, I am wearing a brand new Enjoy Your Butthole hat that you can buy on our merch.
Yeah, we have great merch, and the hat looks fantastic.
It does.
I mean, it really does. Like, I don't know, for those of us listening to this and not seeing it, you really have to go on our Etsy and check it out. Or, sorry, our merch site and check that out.
I also think it's very perfect for the Michael Vegas episode.
Yeah, we're hitting all the things.
Enjoy your butthole.
Completely, yes.
Yeah, because your butthole is not just for poop; it's also for pleasure.
Yeah, it's an all-in-one thing, and you'll learn more about that with today's episode with Michael Vegas. So please enjoy.
Are you into toy or fist play and looking for others who are also?
Rigor is a mobile app where you can meet like-minded stretching enthusiasts.
Spelled R-E-E-G-U-R, Rigor is a community like no other for all your kinky fisting needs.
You can check them out at Rigor.com or download for Android or in Apple app stores.
Rigor spelled R-E-E-G-U-R. Your butt is eager with Rigor.
FartVac is the world's first fart vacuum and filtering system for your farts.
Using a hand air pump with activated carbon filter, FartVac reduces the stench of your flatulence.
Take responsibility and reduce your fart smells. You can now fart without shame.
FartVac also makes a great gag gift for those gassy people in your life.
No more pain while fighting nature and holding in gas.
Join the proud movement to embrace your body's natural functions with FartVac.
Use discount code HeyPoopy for $2 off at fartvac.com or search FartVac, FartVac, on Amazon for purchase.
Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
I'm just, trying to find a place with like-minded people to talk about like-minded things about me, about poop and stuff.
Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
Oh man, what's this right here? Is this a podcast about poop?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. And we have a really fun one for you.
And I love Nelson Poop.
That's a little preview of our guest.
Hey everybody, this is the Hey Poopy podcast with
Dave
and Ellen, and this is episode 125, but it'll always be number 2 to us, our favorite number.
Yes.
And we have a very exciting guest today, you guys.
Super excited.
I have been wanting this person on the show since Ryan Keeley told us all about him.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to hunt down this man of mystery, but we got him, Michael Vegas. Thank you.
I was sitting there smiling, and I was like, wait a minute, they can't hear my smile.
We can see it though. It's a beautiful smile, and thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited about this. Ryan Keeley, what a dream. I'm glad that she made this connect.
Yeah.
Yes, we are too.
She told us about you like a year and a half ago, and I tried hunting you down, and it wasn't until Kendra Bryan gave me your number. So yeah,
Excellent.
I'm glad it finally happened.
Porn star phone tag. And now we have you.
Especially these days, because who needs an agent anymore? Everybody's doing their own thing, and we have cell phones and social media. We can just talk to the other people that we're trying to work with without having to pay these stupid pimps.
Yeah,
Good
bravo.
Point. This is true.
And if any of you don't know who Michael Vegas is and you didn't listen to the Ryan Keeley episode, shame on you. Michael Vegas owns this incredible site called peghim.com. So we're going to learn all the things that the butthole can do.
Yes. Well, we'll find out all about that stuff a little bit. But as we always like to ask, our guests, how have you been pooping? How your poops been?
Oh, you know what? I am a lactose intolerant person, and so most of my life, my poops have been pretty fucked up, man. And I had I didn't really know. And I also drank a lot previously in life, and so
yeah,
that will do the same thing, Michael.
Yeah.
Man, my poops were off for a long time, and it wasn't until I started discovering what my insides can do that I realized how difficult it was for me to poop, and many other problems. But pooping fine these days.
Nice.
Good time. I have a healthy diet. You sent me that poop chart, and it was it's usually between, I think it was 2 and 4 or 3 and 5. I can't remember exactly.
Okay.
Right down the middle.
Yeah, it's in the middle. It's pretty good. 4 is the gold standard, but 3 to 5 is, I would say, pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody I feel like most people go up and down the chart, but you want somewhere in that sweet spot between 3 and 5. So I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I definitely know when I'm not having a good time. I'm so aware of what my insides are feeling that it's there aren't the nerve endings in there, but I can feel the rest of my body working around it, and how crampy my muscles feel, and that peristalsis. Or are you going hard, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, calm it down.
Yeah. Wow. Well, Ellen's got an epic check-in, so I guess I'll go now.
Yes, do it.
So I I did go to the bathroom today. Nothing spectacular. It was like a 4.5, 5.
Okay.
Just kind of real quick. Up this morning. I got a crazy work week, so I've been getting up really early, and that's I think contributing to it. But yeah, pretty standard stuff. And haven't been eating just kind of normal, so nothing really to write home about, unfortunately. I don't have anything spectacular, but consistent. I like that.
That's good. My epic check-in has nothing to do with my own personal butthole and poop. I will say what happened this morning. I made a great poop. It was like filled up the entire bowl. I would say it was like kind of a 4.5. It was a little like slippery seaweed around the edges. So it was a great poop. I was happy with it. But the reason my check-in is so epic and why my day... Oh, drum roll, please.
Ready.
Why my day sucks so badly is I was in New Jersey this morning, got up very, very early to leave the house very, very early this morning, let my dog out into the backyard, let her back in. She jumped into the bed with my partner, and she had stepped in her own poop in our bed.
What a shitty boy.
Yes,
Ugh.
it was quite a shit-filled morning. So my boyfriend was like, why does it smell like poop in here? He found the poop in the bed, lots of poop, because she must have stepped her, and she's a big dog, her entire paw in it. And so I just stripped the bed, put it in the wash, and because I was so much bedding, the washing machine would not do its job. It was too overfilled, and it delayed my entire morning by about 2.5 hours.
Man, that's a rough start right there.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So it wasn't human shit, but it was shit.
Oh my God.
Shitty morning.
I would have been like, I would have told Gerald, like, you can handle this. I'm out of here.
I wanted to kill him. I wanted to kill the dog. I wanted to kill everybody who poops.
Wow.
Yeah.
Poop, I'm blaming
Well, what did Gerald shit his pants or something too?
No. I was just mad at everything.
Oh, you just annoyed. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought he did something too. I'm like,
No.
He just caught the wrath.
He
of,
helped me like strip the bed, and then he was like, okay, I got to go to work. And I was like, okay, I guess I will stay.
Oh my God, I would have been like, you need to fucking take care of this. I gotta go.
Nope.
Oh, that sucks.
Nope.
Well, that's gross.
Yeah.
Well,
So there's my epic, annoying, kind of like from our old segment, Let's Get Shitty.
yeah, that's a very shitty moment. Oh God,
Yeah, very
What's
shitty.
that smell, really?
So Michael, before we go into more about your poo and your butthole, please
yeah, I'm ready.
tell the audience who you are, what you do. Just give them a little introduction about yourself.
Hello, friends. My name is Michael Vegas, and I am an anal guru.
That's an awesome title, by the way. Anal guru.
You know, I hope I'm not appropriating with the word guru too. If I am, I apologize. I try not to. Anyhow, I am an expert in that field. I have been doing adult films in the mainstream adult film arena for 11 years now.
Wow.
And I've only been doing the pegging side of it and the anal side of it for about 4 years publicly.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes a while because the climate of the, I'll get into that later.
Gotcha.
A segue. So back to who I am. I am the owner and operator and main talent for a website that is called peghim.com. Our hashtag is ButtsLetsUnited. And I'm just someone who loves doing butt stuff to people and having it done to me. And I'm someone that has gone on a very long sexual journey trying to figure out what it is that I actually want out of sex and living a life that is restriction free enough to be able to get what I want. But the strange part was like people kept trying to label me, but none of those labels fit. So it's like, guys, come on, give me something new. So maybe I can give me a different idea here because this isn't working. And what I discovered is I specifically love butt stuff with women, with strapped on, phallic members to penetrate me in the ass and stretch me to the limits and see how.
Well, I will say when we talked to Ryan Keeley, she told us about some of these implements of use, and it was shocking, like just how big she was describing and showing us. So, kudos to you, my friend. You look like an athlete.
I am so tired at the end of content shooting days because I realize my entire, like, when you're getting jammed in the stomach and your body's like, danger, danger, reject this feeling, and you're like, tensing as hard as you can with your entire like essence, and you're just like, at the end of it, it's like spiritually and physically drained. It's like,
Of course.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
someone aftercare me. Give me some water.
Yeah. I need a minute or several.
I usually just like lay down flat on the sofa or the ground. It's like, okay, I'm just like, give me a minute to be a person again.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
And so peghim.com is the content is only women pegging you, or is it you having anal with other people? Like,
So it's a mixture of things. It is predominantly me being pegged and fisted. And it was the first real site where it wasn't where the stereotypical power dynamics were not taken away, is the best way to describe it.
Okay.
I'm a top at heart or a power bottom, but like ultimately I still am the one that's running the scene. When I do mainstream porn, I'm typically the one running the scene unless it calls for it otherwise.
Right.
So it's like the title for me would be switch, but I don't switch very much or like truly submit power to someone like that. Ultimately, I am always like trying to hang on to that power, right?
Gotcha.
And
but
so
I think the true submissive has all the power anyway.
Truly. Yeah. If you're working with a dom that knows what's going on,
Pro
what
tip.
is that? A legal problem.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, I created this website that was glorifying and showcasing the desire of women to do this extreme sex act and to do like anal to whatever level they want. It's never a we need to do this type of scenario for my shoots. It's like, hey, I can do this. I can probably do whatever you can think of or want.
Right.
So let's do it.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
It's like Casey Warner, for example, and back to the is it women doing it? It was all women for a long time, but I have since and I mean even early on before I realized they were a they and identified them with their pronouns as they. Casey Warner was on there and had pegged me, and so she was misgendered as a woman. Now, when I'm titling things, I put they, but ultimately it's a very femme person that I'm looking for to do it. I'm not genuinely attracted to male sexual energy in my personal space, being the front side of me. Like I'm down here, and like my butthole.
Gotcha.
I can be in a totally different world, having whatever fantasies I want to do, and like I think that like aspect of being used as a whole is very hot. But like up here, like I love you, man, but I've tried gay sex a bunch of times, and I'd like doing it and like making myself do it is just not genuine. And so I don't want I'm fine, but I don't want to do that to someone else. I've had people do that to me that like fake being straight to have sex with me.
Right. Yeah.
Nobody wants to be doing that.
No, you want to be your authentic self.
Well, yeah, exactly. And so like I'm trying to bring very authentic anal that I had so many people identifying with, and bringing that with a mainstream kick on it. Like I've been, I'm a great content creator and I know how to make these things look professional and top level. And I wanted guys like me or, anybody that has this fetish to be able to reflect and go, yeah, cool. I've never seen this before. I really like it. And the reason it all got created is because it didn't exist.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking for it and it just wasn't there. It's like, well, I know what I got to do.
That's the thing. Like, you want to build something that, you know, that's lacking, that you want to see, that you want to see yourself in. I think it's amazing that you did that.
But there's also, I think it's 2021. We need to get over the stigmas of straight men liking to get pegged. And there's probably tons of straight men out there who don't want to admit it, but do it in their bedroom.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to have your site as an outlet, as a part of their fantasy, and they can explore that.
Yeah, and a place they can go to see it. So it's like, you know, especially when you want to see yourself represented in anything, it's always good to have a platform to see it in. So that's, you know, good on you on that one.
100%. And the real game is, you know, these guys, you know, they've made fun of the sub. They've disparaged the weakling or the person that's being dominated by the woman. Like, that's not who they're trying to be. And if they tie butt sex to this act, then they're doing something that hurts them on a level that's much deeper than sex, that they can't even psychologically comprehend, because there are so many layers of, like, society's shit poured on top.
Yeah.
That's too much. That's too big of a lift to even get there, right? And so they want to give people small steps to be able to move towards their comfort, right? Like,
Yes.
if you're trying to get a wild animal, you don't just walk up and grab it.
Yeah.
Don't look. You know?
But with all butt play, we've all learned you have to start off small. You can't just jam something huge in there.
You can't just jump in full throttle up and out the box.
Yeah.
People ask me when I started doing anal. It's like, I started touching my butthole when I was 16, and I am coming up on 37.
Ah.
Right? I didn't just, this wasn't an overnight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got to put in dedication, and like regular dedication. I've never found anything, including working out, where I was like, I want to do it that often, except doing some fucking anal. Like, I tell people, it's like, how do you do it so often? Do it in the shower. Just do it in the shower. Don't worry about it. Just keep a toy in there, keep some lube in there. Every time you shower, stick something in your butthole.
Pro tip.
Yeah, well, I mean, we obviously had Ryan on, who told us about doing a scene with you. We've had Rieger on. We had Matt Knife on. But you, I feel like, are the gold medal Olympian.
Oh, you're the gold standard, I'd say.
Yeah. But you're the Michael Jordan.
Completely. This sight unseen, again, back to the interview we did with Ryan, she was describing all the stuff she was using, and I was like, I think our mouths were on the floor. We're like, we got to talk to this guy.
Yeah, Ryan said that she brought her biggest dildos, and you were like, those are cute.
Yeah.
How about this one? And we were like, yeah. And she was like, it was literally came down to my knees. And I was like, I need to see a picture of this.
Yeah, we're like, who is this person? And he needs to be on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, the funny part was, it took me a long time to... Because, like, I got good at doing extreme anal before I started Peg Him.
Right.
And it took me a long time to be able to come out in public with, like, how good I was at anal. Because for some reason, bigger toys and, like, fisting and more extreme stuff was, like, somehow labeled me more gay, which I had been trying to fight the stigma of in mainstream porn, like, back in the day when it actually fucking mattered. Like, now I don't give a shit. Like,
yeah.
I'm a very gay person in so many ways, and I don't care. But back in the day, you just had to, like, keep things separated in my stupid little brain. And so, like, now I'm trying to tell everybody, it's like, man, whatever you want to do in there, you can do it. Like, I'll show you. Like, and segueing back to what I said in the beginning of, like, not wanting to get to this point, like seeing this extreme anals, because I was like, I didn't want to ruin my butthole. I have a very
Well, it sounds like one of your best friends. You don't want to hurt it.
Yeah, no, be nice to it. And so, like, the more I would do and, like, the bigger things I would do, like, it would get stronger and I would be able to, like, clench it tighter. But then that was it. Like turns out it just gets stronger and stronger and stronger the way I was doing.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That is some Olympic training right there.
like I squeeze my butthole as hard as I can on these toys in order to get the muscle to be so worn out. It's like your legs give out during a marathon, right?
Wow.
Right.
apes started coming from, because you're just like, I can't give it no more, Captain.
Look at all she's got.
Yeah. So, like, then that starts to happen because, like, you outdid it.
Is that a pro tip? Like,
yes,
can we ask you some pro tips for anybody out there wanting to do more extreme things with their buttholes? Like,
let me give you some water so I can give you these pro tips accurately.
yes.
Yes.
I'm ready.
All right. Hydration's always important.
Or lubrication.
Yeah. Lubrication, hydration, all the Asians.
Give me all the Asians.
So, pro tips.
Yes. Are you asking questions, or am I just giving you tips that I can think of immediately?
Yeah, tips you can think of
Yes,
immediately.
top
Like,
of your head.
or maybe just start off with the first tip of anybody who's never done anything anal. What would
Good
you
question.
suggest?
Okay.
Playing in the shower with your fingers?
Well, we're gonna start a whole journey here, right? Say you're somebody who's never done anal, but like one time you washed your butthole and then you're like, oh, that was nice, but I don't want to put my finger in there. That makes me something I've always never wanted to be. Okay, you there, I see you, and I understand your fear of not wanting to lose your peer group and not wanting to like be ostracized from your community and so on and so forth. Just know that you are not the first person that has had this thought or wanted to touch their butthole. Your anus and its stimulation in no way dictates your sexual identity.
Thank you.
Yes, exactly.
Now that
Totally.
So, Guy, next time that you have sat down to masturbate to whatever it is of your choosing, take a little bit of that lube, put it on your finger, and also touch your butthole with your other hand, or maybe your pinky in conjunction with like what one hand's doing. But like, give a little how you doing, you know?
Yeah.
It's very sensitive. If you're afraid of cleanliness, which a lot of people are, do it in the shower. This is where you wash. Just bring some lube in the shower. Have a little masturbation session in the warm water in the shower and touch your butthole. Try putting your finger in a butthole. Try finding the smooth handle of a spatula or something per se. And I recommend sex toys, but not everybody can buy sex toys. So like find a phallic object that it can be sanitized with soap and water or alcohol or however, like your best sanitation method possible.
Okay.
If you don't have silicone lube available to you, Crisco works.
Yeah, we knew about that. We know about Crisco. We know about Crisco.
And it works. Coconut oil also works. Avocado oil. All of those can be used as lubes, and they're not gonna hurt your body. Okay.
But also, if you're going to not use a sex toy, make sure you use an object that has some kind of handle because you don't want to lose it.
Exactly.
Buttholes and vaginas are very different.
I looked into the kitchen and I saw my smooth spatula. I'm like, okay, that is not going to get stuck in a beginner's butthole.
Yeah, it has a taper. It has a tapered off end. So
Yeah, exactly. Find something that's smooth all the way. You know, hairbrushes are a popular pick in people's houses that have been inserted in many holes over the day.
just nothing that's like completely flat, like a cucumber or something that
Exactly.
you know. You want to make sure it has a good grip.
It's about that grip.
No. So now that we've diddled your butthole just a little bit, and you're like, oh, Michael, that felt spectacular. You were right all along. I'm still afraid of being gay, but I need more. It's like, let me remind you again, it's okay. It does not dictate your sexual identity. There are women that are straight identifying that have sex with men that are straight identifying cis men, that they fuck him in the butt all the time.
Yep.
And it does not dictate their sexual identity. I just want to throw that out one more time before we start going hardcore anal tips.
Ding.
Now you've gotten over this hump of being afraid of doing anal, and you're like, what can I do to get better at this? Well, go to pegham.com and read my blog because
Woo!
also there. But you need to get yourself good lube, and good toys if you're going to go on the journey of getting to a bigger size. You need something that can be comfortable in your butthole and is not going to hurt a muscle that doesn't want to relax naturally yet. Okay, we have taught ourselves to clench our assholes all the time because when we were kids we shit our pants.
Yeah.
We'd be like, oh man, like I'm just gonna close that off. So, like, you can really have control of it, as you will see if you go to beckham.com. Get a good material toy, glass, stainless steel, or something made of platinum silicone. Okay, you don't want to put cheap materials in your body because the chemicals that are in them sting.
Ooh.
Like bad, like
ouch. Shit.
Don't go buy a jelly dong.
Oh.
And I know they're like readily available, and these cheap sex toys are readily available to them. But the like curing chemicals in that silicone sting, and so you can like. I know you're not supposed to like open sex toys, but like if you happen to have a dildo at your access and you taste it, like put it on your tongue and you can like taste a chemical thing, don't put that in you.
Ooh.
Do not, because it will make your whole sting in a way you're like
you're like dope done. You're like
yeah, and then your body's mad and it's like no not and like like that's a good way to ruin a sexual event.
Yeah, I have never heard of that before, but that makes complete sense.
that totally makes sense.
Go to somewhere like MrHankies.com, who incidentally makes the Peg Him Michael Vegas dildo.
Woo!
Oh shit! All right.
But they make great toys of all sizes, including extreme sizes and small sizes, that will work excellent. But the caveat is with that platinum grade silicone dildo, you cannot use silicone lube on them. The two types of silicone interact and one breaks down the other. And so if you've ever had two dildos that were like sword fighting and then like one of them clearly won, melting,
right?
That's because those weren't the same type of silicone, and silicone breaks down silicone.
Yeah, my boyfriend had a fleshlight, and I kept telling him water-based, and he put regular, and bye-bye fleshlight.
Bye-bye fleshlight.
Did it get stuck on his dick? He's like, no.
No, it didn't get stuck in his dick, but it looked like a vagina that was melted.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was messed
it's like a
up.
bad science experiment.
Yeah.
Jello in the sun, baby.
Yeah.
Jello in the sun, yes. That is accurate.
So if you are going to do that, like, again, oil-based works well on those things, but oil-based isn't always great for vaginas. But we're talking about buttholes here, so.
Okay.
I suggest a product like X-Lube, or there are a few other types of the same powdered lube out there, but the original form of the original form of J-Lube was like an animal obstetrics lube that comes in a powdered form, so you put it on your arm and like get a little bit of water on it, and it turns into this like full-on blob that does not want to come off your arm. Like the lack of moisture like makes the kind of dry parts cling on to stuff.
Wow.
Grab onto my hair, and then the rest of that sticks to itself, and so it's like it's one piece, right?
Really?
Even when it's kind of like sliming down, it's still trying to be one piece until its surface tension breaks. And so
it's called J-Lube?
So J-Lube was the original, but that ultimately has a preservative in it that isn't the best.
Oh.
Okay.
I put more preservatives in myself, but hey, thank goodness for the fisting community, because they have created products like X-Lube that does not have that additive in it. There's a few other products that I can't think of the names of right now, but they're available, and they're available online in like one bottle of it, this big, about that big around, makes like 20 quarts of lube.
Wow.
Oh my God.
So much.
Talk about concentrate.
It's like a little small sized bottle. A little goes a long way.
Little goes a very. 2 capfuls make 16 ounces.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it is excellent, and it's water based. You use it in abundance because the more lube, the better. When you're playing in buttholes, like you get snags, and like if you've ever been penetrated with other lubes, you'll find that like it kind of feels like it's like something in there. It's kind of snagging. It's like it's too much, and that's because it's like it's friction. Like You're getting your dick off in a vagina because of friction. You're getting a dick off in a butthole because of friction. But if you're like sticking a toy in there, you don't want friction because you don't want to hurt yourself in that same way, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Buttholes are very delicate. Can be very delicate.
And I remember years ago, I was asking a gay friend of mine because some other friend was asking me, like, what about anal sex? And I was like, the two most important things to anal is patience and lube. And my gay friend goes, yes, those are the two most important things.
Yeah, I mean, totally. I mean, I can imagine. Jesus.
Unless there's anything else you can think of. Patience, lube, communication.
Yeah, absolutely. The third secret is breathing like you're doing yoga.
Breathe through that shit.
Mouth, you can overcome any amount of pain. You can overcome any amount of like anything. It is how you get there, and I cannot stress enough. And I discovered this by like I've had a traumatized body from a motorcycle accident. Like sometimes that shit fucking hurts when you're getting a massage because you're touching like a traumatic element deep in my spine, right? And the only way you can get this, like, I have no control over that muscle cramp. How do I get it to relax when something is clearly trying to make it do something it doesn't want to do?
Yeah.
You just have to
breathe through it.
And if you can keep going, it's just like Lamaze, kids. If you can go through it, you can, like, you too can do it.
I love it. Love it. That's great advice.
In your mind that like what you're doing is not hurting your body, but you are just encountering an alarm signal that is like a fear or a pain trigger. You know, fear and pain are just signals. They're not real things that exist in us, right? It's not a thing. And so you just breathe and relax. And if you've ever tried to hang on to muscle tension through a true inhale deep through your nose and exhale out through your mouth, you'll find it is very, very difficult to do.
Yes.
Find that knot in your butt cheek that is so sciatic tense that you can barely do it, and then breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and you too will be able to get through it.
Nice. I'm loving all of this.
Yes.
Patience and practice, lots of lube so you don't hurt yourself, and just breathe and relax. It's relaxing, and without breathing you won't relax. You'll find, like, pay attention to your breathing. You'll find holding your breath when something is happening to you that you're not sure about or don't like. It's like, breathe, Michael.
Yeah. In and out. I like it.
Yeah.
So now that you've given us some great tips, breathing is one that seems so simple, but incredibly important.
It's the most important thing we do in all of our lives.
Yes, completely.
You think back to how you maintain someone's life as an emergency worker. You go to your airway, your ABCs, airway, breathing, circulation. Airway is the most important because we can fake a heartbeat, but it's really hard. You're not breathing your own oxygen.
Completely.
Everything else can't do what it needs, and your delivery system of all of the chemicals and things you need in your body is not functioning if you're not breathing.
Completely.
100%.
Is there anything else, because you are the Michael Jordan of pegging? Like, tell us some of your favorite scenes or something that, like, or your favorite toy. Like, tell us, like, what's the one thing when you're booking a scene where you're like, I really want to try this, or I'm going to do this with this person. Like, what really makes you excited?
Oh, man. I like seeing the look on people's face when they see what my butthole can do.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like, I just want to be like, I know, right?
It's amazing. You're like, it's amazing.
Yeah, Ryan Keeley even said, she was like, I've never felt so awesome to make this person feel so awesome.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, I had this feeling inside of me that I was watching him get off in a way that made me get off just by doing that for him. She was like, it was like such a good feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. And that's what I'm trying to show, because like the other thing about this like power dynamic switch is like, yeah, of course you can find a professional woman to fuck you in the butthole. They're dominatrixes. They exist. But what people weren't finding is a genuine desire from straight identifying women in a non-dominant role to show that like they're real. Women really do want to see this and do this. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's my gift to you, everybody. It's a real thing. I was just brave enough to ask. And all you have to do is ask.
Yeah.
I had a friend that was telling her we were doing this interview, and she was super excited. She's like, I love pegging guys, so this is going to be... She was super like... She was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's so fun. And like, what a gift to be able to, you know, women have been oppressed for a long fucking time. And so if you can give them the opportunity to see what a different power dynamic is, if they're willing to do it, like, be that guy that can show somebody something new.
And
Let 'em have people explore. Be interested.
I think the best porn I've ever watched is also when everybody's having fun, when you can genuinely see.
Oh, yeah,
like,
of course.
You
yeah.
know, like, it's the best porn when the sex is real and they're having fun and they're excited to be there. It's like
High-fiving.
yeah.
I see you in the corner over there.
So to see that you're so excited about your scenes is even more thrilling for the audience.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, so much of what goes on and like the extreme anal stuff is forced on people, so it has to look unenjoyable. Like,
Yeah.
you can't do extreme anal if you're not into it. Your butthole won't let you.
Yes.
Looks forced, and so they don't want to see someone that's being forced because like they don't want to be forced, or it's too much.
Yeah. Have you ever like had a moment where you're like, I can't believe, like, in one of your scenes, Ellen was alluding to it earlier, but like that you've taken like an object or anything that you're like, I can't believe I did that. Like it was something like you've been like looking forward to. You're like, holy shit, I took that.
I've gotten 3 medium-sized women's hands in me
Wow.
Whoa.
At the same time.
at the same time. That
Wow.
was so cool.
Holy shit. That is amazing.
Wait, so just back up. 3 hands, that means 2 hands of one woman and a third hand, or was it 3 different women?
Both. I've done it a couple times.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That's nuts.
I just wanted to know how many bodies were attached to these hands.
Yeah.
I'm a party hole. I like
Sorry, that's a little delayed, but I had to give you that.
You need
to people that want to stick things in me and let them have a great time doing it. One of my like most memorable and favorite things that I've done is I went to a leather party and like leather culture, BDSM, underground dance party type of thing, and I had talked to the event coordinator and was like, hey man, I need a space because I have a lot of people that I want to party with, but I also want to get fisted and film it at this party. And so there's a scene that's it's floating around on Twitter right now, but there were 7 different people at the party that put their hands at me, and it's just like, man, it's crazy.
Wow.
It's
That was crazy.
Oh, and so like the newer part of my journey, because like, yeah, I love pegging, but like I also really love fisting because I've discovered that it's fun to be able to feel that hand and connect with the person, and they can operate it in a way that's different. And early on in my career, I had done gay porn to see if I was into dudes, right? I didn't want to go have sex with a guy like from a bar or something. What if he fell in love with me? That would feel so weird. I didn't feel like I need to try it out, right?
You do have that magic butthole. They would totally
Yeah.
fall in love with you.
honestly, I have always made straight men feel uncomfortably. They become attracted to me because like I genuinely love people and like I can't stop. And so like I don't like I've made women accidentally fall in love with me, and that caused a lot of problems. I don't want to do that to some guy. Also, like, what a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Let's get paid and let's go have some.
Exactly.
So I'd done that a long time ago. Finally, once I realized I'd gotten into this, and I realized that I liked fisting and I liked seeing the extreme fisting stuff, and then like a lot of the porno that I was watching was gay fisting because there's just an abundance of it in comparison. Because like I'm the only one really making this one. It's like I don't want to just jerk off to me all the time.
Right.
I love it so much. So. Like I found this other fisting top that was just like, man, how do you do that? That looks cool. I love what you're doing over there. And so we became Tumblr friends. God rest Tumblr soul.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. Tumblr.
Still the Gabe Gatsby and not out about doing butthole stuff. And I had him come over and fist me because I was still having confused feelings of like, I am okay with gay porn and like, I'm loving watching these two dudes do fisting stuff. This guy's offered and like, I want to get my butthole like big and cool, like what he can do to those people, and nobody I know seems to know how to do this. So like, we'll give it a try. We'll see if my sexuality is like made a shift again. Just test it out. And like, oh my God, he was so good. Like,
mind blowing.
Like, it was incredible. But still didn't have like feelings toward this individual where I would like want to reach back and touch him. Right. I didn't want to connect with this person in the same way that if I'm getting fisted or fucked by a woman, where I'm like, yeah, like let me touch your boobs, and, like let me do these things back here, like get closer to me and get on top of me. So yeah, I had this like strange torn feeling again. Like, all right, now what? Like, how do I show up in spaces where I'm like, hey, guy, you're super great at fisting, but like, that's all I need from you. Like, I'm like,
yeah.
You're like, stops at your shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, this is a weird approach now. It's like I've started a website also called Fist Friends that's just an all sex fisting thing.
Cool.
Wow.
Don't give up on me. It's still building content, but I'm gonna do gay fisting stuff on there because I get so many requests from fans, and like the gay fisting community now knows who I am, just through Peg Him and through running all that. So
yeah, Brandon, who owns Rieger, is mostly gay. He says he's interested in fisting a woman, but he hasn't yet. And so he knew of you and was like, "Oh my God, I'm dying to meet him." So yeah, I mean, I feel like
collaboration.
Yeah, even though you Peg Him is more of a heterosexual site, you obviously have a big gay following.
Yeah, definitely. And I've just finally accepted that it's like, I'm gay in my own way. I'm not avoiding things out of fear of judgment anymore. Like, think of whatever you want of me. I don't give a shit. But I don't want to do things that I don't like doing or like don't want to do. That's where I've
and no one should do that. Like, you should always enjoy what you're doing.
So I just like, am I doing it for money? For like, what is it? Like, am I having a good time? Like, bottom line is, if I'm having a good time and it's making money and enjoying myself and everybody's having a good time, things are all consensual and fun, fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yes. Agreed.
Also, we had Dr. Evan Goldstein on, who's basically the gynecologist of buttholes. And he was telling us then why your butthole could be so amazing is that testosterone makes buttholes stronger. That like he's seen trans women, they lose the strength of even the skin inside the butthole when they start doing estrogen. So men's buttholes can take a lot more than women's buttholes.
It's probably because, like, way back in the day, we were, like, fucking each other to death, trying to be like, prove who is the man.
Oh, yeah. I'll show you something, buddy.
Yeah. At one in time, it was purely just like, all right, I'm gonna fuck this guy to show him, and like, oh, like weird rape, like protection.
Yeah.
No, but I also thought, like, isn't that nature's way of just saying anal is okay, everybody?
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Do anal.
Yeah.
That's not true. Not everyone loves anal, and it's not for everyone, and that's okay. You don't have to like it, but give it a legitimate try, and don't be afraid of being labeled anything.
Right.
If you like it.
Wise words.
But, like, you know, I have sex with a lot of professionals, and some of them do anal just for money, but they're not a fan of it. They've never been able to make it something they enjoy.
That's sad to me. Like, I know people do a lot of jobs for money, not just in the porn industry, a lot of jobs for money that they don't enjoy. But it's even sadder to me if you're, like, fucking on camera and you're not enjoying it just for money, you know? So...
Yes, you know, thank God there is, or whatever religion you breathe in, thank whoever you want. But there is, you know, survival sex work is a thing. And some people pay the bills through it. And, like, I am so happy it exists for these people. So, like, if you can do that and you don't love it, I don't want you to keep having to do it. But
yes.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
no shame. No shade.
So, Michael, since this is the Hey Poopy podcast, we have to go into a couple poop questions.
Oh, yeah.
So, one is, how do you prep for a scene?
Ooh, I have a shower enema that I use. And, you know, if you were just
like a shower shot?
Like, I bought something called I don't remember exactly anymore, but it's
It's like a wand attachment?
It's not a wand attachment. It's like this long. It's about this big around, and there's just one hole at the end, and it's made of silicone.
Oh.
And so it's flexible, right? And
Okay.
So, if when I'm cleaning out, if this thing's this long and I can get it all the way inside of me, and there's water flowing out, I know that this far inside of me is cleaned out.
So what is that about? Like, well, I mean, we're looking on the screen for people at home that can't see it. Like, what is it about?
Like a foot?
10 inches?
It's at least 12 inches long.
Okay, so yeah, about a foot. All right.
Cool. And
You know,
do you do anything else to prep, like diet-wise beforehand, before a scene?
I'm lactose intolerant, and I don't eat a lot of red meat, so I don't have a lot of things that are sludging up my system and slowing me down.
So
good.
that keeps it easy?
I try to only do anal within my normal digestive rhythm. My body likes to do anal at about 1 o'clock.
Okay. Good to know.
Or after 6:50 p.m.
Wow.
But just
You got it. You're dialed in, man. You are
Yeah.
dialed in.
I can wake up. So, like, I wake up and I have to poop probably about. I wake up and I have to poop at about 8, and then I'll probably poop again at about 11, right? And then it's like, okay, time to clean out. It's 11 o'clock. I've gotten out everything I need to get until the next digestive cycle's coming around. And so I will clean out deep, like, you know, as deep as I can get. And when I say that, I mean, it's like, put water in your butthole and then gape your butthole open, or put water in your butthole and put a tunnel plug in there so your butthole still stays gaped open, because that is what's stopping, you know, just like if you go with a straw and, like, let go of your finger and then the water goes in, right?
Yeah.
Imagine your butt closure, and, like, you put water in there, and then when you open, your butthole will go and go into your body.
Yeah.
And, you know, you try to relax your stomach. Don't relax your butthole. Okay, it's your stomach that's keeping the water out, not your ass. And you need to. You're trying to get further up here, and you want to, like, really relax, like, under the diaphragm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And try to, you know, that's how you'll allow it to get deeper, so you can clean out deeper. Use lots of water. It takes me to go from a long clean out would take 2 hours. A short clean out will take like 30 minutes
Okay.
to get a deep clean.
And I have a friend of mine who's into fisting, and he told me that after he has a serious session, he won't poop for like 2 days after. He just feels like he doesn't know if it's the prep of the clean out beforehand, or he almost feels like the fist has pushed everything so deep in. And I'm just curious, how's your pooping afterwards?
Normal.
Oh, you can poop the next day easy?
So I try to feel as empty as possible when I'm getting fisted. It's the plunging effect with anything in your stomach or in your system makes you feel like bloated and air filled and like it's uncomfortable. Like it. I want to be hollow.
That
totally
makes
hollow.
sense.
When the air gets in, and it can get out.
Gotcha.
And like, I used to take half of an Imodium because I was afraid of like butt jelly, butt water stuff coming out, and it just dries up the moisture in your intestines.
Yeah,
it's a great medicine. And it just, that's what stops that, like taking the moisture out of your intestines stops your poop from so easily flowing down. And like,
yes,
yeah,
do it if you need to, but mostly don't.
Yeah, we've learned that on the show. Fiber and water are the two most important things to make poop happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And so I have to ask, have you ever had any kind of accident or something, any kind of poop come out during a scene or whatever?
And just the small little like remnants. Here's another pro tip. So when you're cleaning out your butthole, you think you got it. It seems all clean. Do some more water in there. Stand up, move around, stretch like this.
Side to side.
These side muscles will make you tense in a way that like doesn't let this relax. And then, if you can when you learn how to gape, or if you have a tunnel plug in your butthole, you'll learn like if you contract your stomach, everything will close and it will push the air out of you. And if you relax your stomach, everything will suck in and go. So it's like, right?
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You can see me do it on Pegcam, but you cannot do that. Like if you can keep doing that with your body and it just keeps going air in and out, you're empty.
Wow!
But if you do that and you feel this kind of like it kind of stops and you have like this inability for your butthole to gape easily because of the weight of your intestines going in, you got poop in there.
Oh.
Gotcha. Okay.
You got to get it out.
Yeah.
Or find it later.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's either one, right?
If you poke the bear in the cave, he will come out.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming.
He's angry.
I feel like you're so in tune with your butthole in a way that I don't think I could ever be. And I thought I was pretty in tune with what's going on with my poop.
He's the anal guru.
You are the anal guru. You are the Michael Jordan of pegging, like, and fisting. And so I'm just like very impressed by anybody who has like that kind of control.
Yeah. Over their body. I mean, just your whole mind body too. I mean, that's what's another thing. It seems like it's just so in tune with like how you operate, how you work when you're ready for a scene. So kudos to you.
I can't help it, but I just pay attention to things and I recognize patterns, and like I'm just always trying to get better at what I'm doing. And if I'm not paying attention, I'm not going to get any better.
Yeah.
Just, little things of like doing things repetitively, you can see the small changes, and so you can start to make modifications of things and get results.
Nice.
Totally.
Awesome.
I totally agree. Can we ask you some more poop questions?
Of course.
What's your favorite toilet paper, and do you put it on the roll over or under?
Ooh, what's your definition of over or under? I like it coming from the back, hanging forward.
That's over.
If a cat claws at it, it will keep rewinding itself instead of coming down.
Oh, so
under. He's under.
You're an under.
Yeah.
So it cascades like towards the wall instead of towards you.
No, it cascades toward me.
Oh, so okay, it's over. Okay.
Over.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, that's opposite of how cats would do it. I used to do it the other way, but like I fucking hate it.
And what kind of brand of toilet paper do you like?
I haven't really made a solid decision on this because the apartment we lived in before we moved to this cool house had a toilet paper dispenser from like 1905. I don't know. But large toilet paper rolls didn't exist at that point in time. And
so it wouldn't fit on. So it wouldn't fit on the holder.
Yeah, and so to have toilet paper that would fit in the holder, a lot of times you end up with less than optimal tissue.
Yeah.
Yeah. That thin.
We've got to probably go to Costco. I shot a movie over pandemic. I mean, it's still pandemic, but I shot a movie at the beginning of pandemic that was pandemic related and had to do with hoarding. So one of our props was just a ton of toilet paper. So we finally just got through that.
Nice. You're like, I'll take this. Excellent.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a very famous butthole. I would want it to be protected by whatever paper you're rubbing up against it. So
yeah.
I mean, bidet life, my where I poop is directly across from that little like sure shot shower thing. So if I'm not feeling extra fresh, just
there you go. Yeah, water's the key.
yeah.
But they seem like all the rage these days, anyhow. No.
I always say bidet is the way.
It is.
Yay.
Fuck
Way.
dry wiping. And is there, I mean, besides your work, this is our favorite question to ask. If you have Bristol 7 butt diarrhea butt pee-pee coming out, and there's no toilet in sight, do you poop in your pants or do you go somewhere on the floor?
Oh, I'd much rather shit the floor than my pants.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, of course.
But then the next follow-up question is, has either of those things happened to you?
Yes. Yes, and it's always like very rarely does that sort of thing happen. And so it's just like, whoa, what? It's always in the most inconvenient.
Oh, it's always, yeah.
Yeah.
The most
This is
inopportune time. It's always fast and furious. And you're like, how is this happening to me right now?
I've done them all.
Yeah.
I've done pants. I've done behind a tree in the woods. And I even recently did garbage can because my bathroom was taken and I had to think quickly.
On her feet.
As young Michael Vegas, I lived in an art loft downtown where there was one restroom shared between 4 roommates, which kind of gets a little crowded.
Yes.
When you're also having an Airbnb run out of your art lofts.
Oh my God.
And you wake up with a regular cycle and realize that bathroom's occupied. I guess I have to go shit in the backyard right now.
Become one with nature.
And, I don't mind pooping in nature, so I'm a camper. I don't mind pooping out there, but I've never had to poop in my own backyard before.
Yeah, we've had a guest. Her at the time boyfriend had to do that because she was in the bathroom, and he had to take it out to the backyard. But hey, it's better than your pants, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
The people that choose to poop your pants, all I want to ask is what's your future plan? Right?
Home.
Clean it up while wearing pants. But you shit your pants, you have shit everywhere.
Oh yeah.
You can't home properly. You need to go straight to shower, and if that's your only option.
Whatever plans you had are done. You're like, I gotta get somewhere quickly.
Pants, I think usually it's so immediate that it just falls out of you and you didn't even have time to think to pull your pants down.
It's location sometimes. It's circumstantial for sure. But yeah, it's a problem.
my epic shit my pants story. I was in Mystic, Connecticut with just tourists around me and I'm just standing in line trying to get to the toilet. So I couldn't pull down my pants anywhere, and I just went in my pants while waiting in line. So, yeah.
So it happens.
Valiant effort.
Yeah. Yeah.
It happened to me riding a bike. I was riding my bike home, and I'm like, I kind of go to the bathroom, and then before I knew it, I'm like, I'm shitting my pants right now. It just happened. It happened so fast, so I didn't have any time to react. But yeah, it does happen. So
yeah, I will say that I like having the X lube just globbed into me like a condiment from a bottle. Stays in there for a little while, so sometimes later on you're just like, oh weird. I found it.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Wow.
I love it.
You know what Santorum is.
Do I? I don't know.
So Santorum is a terrible politician, Rick Santorum, that Dan Savage decided to rename his last name, the byproduct of after anal sex. And the stuff that comes out is a mixture of blood, cum, and lube. And they call it Santorum because he's such a piece of shit. That's the most vile thing that they can rename it. So when you Google Santorum, that comes up. So like, I mean, I don't think so much cum because you're getting mostly fisted or pegged, so there's no cum coming up you. But do things like that, like the mixture of lube and maybe feces and whatever else, is that falling out later on? Like as you were just saying with the X lube, you might find a little.
I mean, no, because like watch one of my movies and you'll see like I'll put 3 hands in me and at the end my butthole just goes. Like red.
Wow,
that's amazing.
Yeah, that is incredible. It's
surprising, frightening. I don't know what to call it, but it
does what it does.
It needs to be studied. That's what it needs to happen.
I don't know. So like no, but stuff's not like coming out. I can feel it in my intestines moving, and so like because of intestinal awareness, I am much more aware if I'm going to poop myself before it gets even close to my butthole.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like we should also introduce you to Dr. Evan Goldstein because he sees so many people with butt issues that like you could do a class and teach all these people.
Oh yeah,
you know, like
master class.
Yeah, yes, you should be a master class.
Yeah.
Well, the most interesting thing is I got better at regular sexual intercourse after starting to do anal too. I was able to control my ejaculation more, and I was able to have better blood flow to my penis because I understood how to angle my hips because I could feel things differently, and I was able to getting fisted super hard. My dick's not always hard because I'm like sending blood flow elsewhere, but like I can learn that when I clench down when this is happening or you're touching this, like
that's amazing.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know your body so well.
Yeah,
I'm
you do.
very jealous.
It's the guru. I love it. I'm just laughing because I'm thinking like just the master class, like the trailer for it and everything. It needs to happen. It really does.
Is there anything else, Michael, that you want to add to our listeners, to us, to educate, to, I mean, everybody needs to go check out peghim.com.
For sure.
And if they want to learn more.
Yeah, wait, I want to swing back around on that Santorum thing.
Oh, yeah.
Much as I love that we're disparaging the Santorum idiot, I don't want people to be afraid of, like, byproducts of sex. It's just fucking body stuff, man.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Like, blood, cum, shit, whatever. I was a nurse. I've had to do... here's a thing you learn that's eye-opening as a nursing student, is that some people that are total care patients no longer have any sort of muscle tone or control, and this includes of your anus.
Yeah.
And when they poop, if they are still pooping solid because they're eating solid foods, they will have to poop into a diaper. And sometimes they can't flex their stomach enough to do it all on their own. And you got to get it out somehow. Otherwise, there's just going to be bed sore problems with a person that you cannot leave in this state. And so you have to do something called digital fecal impact removal.
Wow,
and that
yes.
involves fingering some dude's butthole to get the shit out so he doesn't have bed sores.
That's what Dr. Fong, anal surgeon, talked about some of the interns doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a thing. Woo.
And we've had people on our podcast. We had a guy who was born without a butthole, so he actually poops his pants all the time because he just can't feel it. And then we had this pacemaker on Exonics that's helping with incontinence for that. So,
Incredible.
yeah.
So there's a lot of hope for people that don't have control anymore. So
Yes.
it's a good thing.
Like, no shame for me, friends.
I don't know. I mean, I never want to yuck anybody's yum. And I also, like, when it comes to medical stuff, we need to be accepting of everything. But at the same time, I just love how Dan Savage wanted to rename Rick Santorum.
Yeah.
So when you Google his name, something gross comes up.
Yeah, it's like an alternate smegma, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You never really want to have to deal with that.
It's like a Neapolitan ice cream. It's got a little of everything. Well, should we get into some news?
Yes, we are going to go read a news story.
And
Dave
it's
is
a
going to
pretty
read
good
it.
one. So I'm just going to play this little intro, and then we'll get right into it. So give me 1 sec, and we'll get you out of here after that. Nice. So this story was given to us by our amazing executive producer, Stormy Leather, via text this morning. Excuse me. So this is in the Daily News, but I'm sure it's like everywhere right now. Peeping Tom hid in Tulsa septic tank to watch women using water park bathroom. So a guy, this literal piece of shit human being in Tulsa, Oklahoma, was in a septic tank, hiding in a septic tank, looking up at women taking shits or going to the bathroom. Alleged pervert. No, he's
He's a pervert.
Yeah. Kenneth Enslow, 52, gave himself away as a mom, and her 7-year-old girl went to use the bathroom at Whitewater Park near Tulsa, Oklahoma at 5 p.m. Sunday.
Ugh.
The pair allegedly looked down and then saw him covered head to toe in feces as he was looking up at them. I mean, it's insane. They called the cops, and due to this guy's large size, they had to use ropes to fish him out. Fire crews then hosed him down, and just covered in defecation, they arrested him. I mean, that is fucking wild, man. This dude's been sitting in this thing. I mean, what the fuck?
Okay, how he's not sick, number one. And number two, if you do like scat play, it's all about consent and the fact that this is unconsensual and children are involved. You're more than a pervert. You are a fucking sex offender.
Right. Mm-hmm. According to the report, though, they said it revealed that Enslow first claimed that he was hit over the head with a tire iron by his girlfriend. And then he said she dumped him in there, and he woke up unconscious in the tank.
I want to see how big this woman is to be able to dump a guy into a toilet tank.
And he looks exactly what you're thinking of. Just like, I mean, like, he is just like, he was charged with a peeping Tom. I'm like, they need to put some more like charges on this guy, because this dude's like creepy as fuck.
Because there probably isn't a law against him yet, against his crime yet.
In Oklahoma? I mean, I guess it wouldn't be shocking. But yeah.
I'm just flabbergasted. Some people will go to such extreme lengths. Like, man, you can't just have someone poop on you?
Yeah. I mean,
you can pay some great people to do that.
How long was he sitting in this tank? I have so many. It's so vile. And
as a medical personnel, I immediately thought, like, oh my god, that is such a biohazard problem.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, also the fireman can just hose them down.
Yeah, because they were like, we don't want to touch him or arrest him.
Could you imagine, like, just getting that call? You're like, what? But yes, this man in Tulsa, Oklahoma, is a vile person, and I'm glad he was arrested.
Oof.
But that's disgusting.
Yeah, we interviewed this other guy, Matt Frazier, who went to a London or an English music festival like 20 years ago, and they had a cesspit there, and a baby somehow fell in, and a man jumped in to save the baby, and the man died.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Sorry, I know people can't see what Michael's reaction was.
He's like, I thought I heard it all, and now I'm done.
Yeah, you're like,
So yeah, when we talk about biohazard, yes.
Oh yeah, this is straight up biohazard. Oh, well, with that weird, wacky story, Michael Vegas, thank you so much for being on our show. You are amazing. Everything about you is fantastic, and I mean, please, everybody, go follow him and just listen to him, see him,
watch him,
enjoy
go to
him.
peghim.com.
Check it out.
Also, when Brandon from Rieger was on, Dave said that was my quinceañera. No, this is my quinceañera. Interviewing you. Thank you so much. Like, I could talk up to you till I was blue in the face. So you were amazing.
Anytime for any reason, I like to say things.
Woo!
Oh, you say the best things, so thank you for that.
And if anybody has any follow-up questions for Michael, email us at heypoopypodcast@gmail.com or call us
203-998-5579. Leave a message and we'll get back to you.
Maybe we could have a follow-up interview with Michael if you have more questions.
That would be fantastic. And I know we mentioned it before, but just one more time for our audience, where can we find you online?
You can find me on Twitter at It's Michael Vegas, or you can find me at Michael Vegas on Instagram, or at The Soul Thief Vision if you want to see some really cool photography.
Nice.
If you want to find me, Michael Vegas, The Soul Thief Vision, or The Pig Daddy.
Oh.
There we go. Or peghim.com.
Peghim.com.
A classic.
A pioneer.
Pioneer, yes, for sure.
Really,
But
I feel so. I won Best Solo Site from the Alt Porn Awards this last year.
Congratulations.
my lovely co-host has also been a winner in that same.
At Alt Porn?
Yeah, Alt Porn, yeah.
I won
So-
last year for Best Photographer.
Amazing.
Yeah. I love it. Thanks for laughing and learning everything but with us.
And happy pooping, everybody, and enjoy your butthole.
Hey Poopy Podcast is brought to you by Perfect 4 Entertainment, produced by Dave and Ellen, with executive producer Stormy Leather, edited by me, Dave.
For more information, go to heypoopypodcast.com for episodes, merch, and more. Follow us on Instagram at Hey Poopy Podcast and Twitter at Hey Poopy. Theme song by Jordan Perlson. Hey Poopy.